Well, hello everyone. Okay, on this video, no fancy PowerPoint here, just going to go through my notes. This is talking about NMS's fast profit strategy. And the goal here is to be able to give you a daily action plan, and it's a 90-day success plan. Okay. Number one, the goal here is to create 90 days to create major momentum, developing money making habits, and learning to work and lead a team, creating duplication. Now, in every network marketing success story, there is somebody that made a decision that launched this business into a 90-day strategy. Okay, you build it every quarter. You do a 90-day burst of energy in building your business. And if you're ready to really maximize your profit, create serious momentum in your business, serious duplication, this 90 days is going to be powerful. Okay, so that's the first goal is 90 days to create major momentum, developing money making habits, and learning to work and lead a team, creating duplication. Number two is learning how to use tools and automated systems to minimize the time to build your business and maximize the profit. Automated systems such as like capture pages and landing pages, presentation pages, autoresponder, lead management systems, free and paid traffic sources, classified ads, Facebook and other social media sites, voice and text broadcast system, auto posting software. Okay, so for the next 90 days, the idea here is, a lot of network marketers, especially old school network marketers, are so used to building the business, doing everything themselves. But you can really free up your time. The amount of time that each team member asks for to do this and that, I mean, really, we want to try and do it and put those training in the back office. And when they call and say, hey, how do you do this? Have you looked at the back office and studied how to do that? Also, how to effectively use capture pages and landing pages, and really depending on those to really manage the leads that come in so that you can really spend your time on the people that deserve your time. Okay? Three is in the next 90 days, be able to build momentum so that you can actually build your personal brand. Okay? Depending on the company and the products that you have access to, going into a 90-day burst of energy will actually create momentum and also build your reputation and personal brand. Building a big list of prospects and leads in your system, at least 1,000 people, new leads in your system that's starting to hear from you, getting to know you from your email marketing strategy, even through the automated system. But taking it from automated to actually putting in some time to do it in person. Okay, building that knowledge and building a good reputation as a market leader. Okay, and then number four is to help you take you from where you're at and add an additional 4 to 5 digit monthly steady income from your MLM business. The idea here is to be able to build a business where it's going to create an income that's sustainable, not just a burst of energy. And that's why understanding system is so powerful, because systems are duplicatable. People are not. Everyone's got a different way that they can build their business fast, but what they do may not necessarily be duplicatable to others. That's why the system that we've created offers different types of training and strategies for people to build their business with. Okay. um, Important basics. Number one, know your why. Your why is what's going to get you to remind you why you're willing to inconvenience yourself for the next 90 days, and why you're doing something most people aren't willing to do, why you're willing to set aside things like hobbies and nonprofit making activities, and know the dollar figures that you need to achieve as a stepping stones dream and goals that would take you to the ultimate dream and goals. 90 days, 6 month, and 12-month goals are important. 2 years and 5 years and ultimate goals needs to be vital. So what do I mean by that? What is your why? Okay, do you know why you're building it? Are you building a business so that you can make extra money, or are you doing it to ultimately be an exit strategy from your job? To be able to achieve the big things, like maybe a different home or completely different lifestyle. Maybe it's just being able to know that you can sock away hundreds of thousands of dollars into the bank. Okay, what is that why? And then what is the dollar figure you need to achieve? Okay. Here's a second important basic that I believe most people don't know. Know your comp plan. Okay, your compensation plan in your business, you should know so that you know how to structure your business the way you should to create that solid income that you're trying to achieve. Okay, I've asked so many people that's been in their businesses so many years and asked them, well, what's your comp plan? What kind of business should your business look like for you to make consistent $5,000 a month? I don't want to hear levels because levels doesn't really determine, your levels doesn't determine your exact income. It's how you structure your business and the kind of activity that's happening in your business. Okay, maybe I'm too much of a numbers guy, but really, bottom line, how are you going to target the dollar figure if you don't know the direction you need to take to get there? Think of it as your comp plan as your GPS. Okay, your goal is to make, let's say, 5,000 a month. Well, your comp plan will give you the exact direction that you need to be able to achieve that kind of an income. So know your compensation plan. Is it, and also, although there's a structure that says, hey, sponsor four, and they sponsor four, and they sponsor four, understand that in real life, it never happens that way, right? To find your four, you might have to sponsor 20 to 30 to 40 people to find a four that will follow you. So you can't stop at four. You got to keep going at it, and then you got to teach your people to do the same thing. Okay? I've seen people say, well, I got my four. Well, yes, keep going, right? That's why building the business with consistent habit of sponsoring people on a weekly to monthly basis is really vital. Okay? Always put maximum effort to at least get the minimum results. Does that make sense? It's almost like don't do the minimum and expect the maximum results. Do the maximum effort to be willing to at least get the minimum results that you want. Okay? Like again, for an example, you're looking for four people. Well, do the maximum effort. Go sponsor 20 and the four people will show up. And also, if you do that, guess what? Your people will do the same thing. This is true with any business, not just an MLM. Okay, in the mortgage industry, we have, let's say my target was 10,000 a month. I need to average 15 to 20,000 a month to make sure that my average bottom income is 10,000. Okay, so that's the same thing. If my goal is, I also like to think in terms of what if nobody in my team did anything? How many sales do I need to make for me to make X amount of dollars? If I want to make $2,000 a month and I only make $20 per sale, how many sales do I need to make to make 2,000 a month? Well, I need to make 100 sales myself personally. Now, in network marketing, hopefully you don't end up having to do that. In online marketing, that's really, most programs in online marketing are just based on one level commission. So I'd like to think that way because with the duplication, guess what? It just makes it better, that much better when people duplicate what I achieve. So what if I did 100 sales? Well, maybe my team will do 100 sales, and then having the override makes it that much better. Number 3, personal development. Learning the attitudes and habit of successful people is what's going to get you there. Learning the skills will make you the money and freedom and ultimately wealth. You are paid based on the habit, the attitude, and the skills that you bring to the marketplace. It's not about the opportunity or the incredible product or, don't get caught up in this whole time. Don't get caught up in the whole personal development thing though. Okay. Spend 20 to 30 minutes a day studying, and most of the time you can have a video or audio on while driving, cleaning house, sitting, doing something. This instead of watching TV. Okay, but don't get so caught up in, oh, I got to learn how to do this first and got to perfect this. No, as a matter of fact, one of the things that we're gonna do after I go through this a little bit, spend a few minutes going through these basics, we're gonna stop, give you some scripts and ads to follow, copy and paste, and create some activity. That's what my goal is for you guys, is to be able to do something like that. Okay, so um, but spend time making sure that on a daily basis you're developing your mindset. Again, the best place to do it is while you're driving, you're listening to audio, MP3s or CDs in your car. Okay, make sure that it doesn't take up, and I like to take the personal development time frame and learning strategies and skills outside of my work effort in the business. What do I mean by that? Think of building your business as if you were to go to school, go back to school, right? Let's say you decide you want to get your degree or master's degree. Well, you go to school and you spend hours at the school, right? On top of your job, you do that. Well, building your business is that way. Do you have to study outside of school, outside of class? Yes. So the same thing. I don't count those hours towards my business building hours. Okay. If I made a commitment to build my business 20 hours a week, that means I'm going to spend 4 hours a day building the business. Studying and developing my personal development and all that is outside of that. That's how I like to think. Look, people, any business, okay, if we're talking traditional business, they make their cash flow for a living between, let's say, 8 to 6 or 8 to 5, right? They build wealth and stability in their business from 6 till midnight, especially when you're starting a business. If somebody wants to make 100,000 and they're starting from a $50,000 job, guess what? They're not going to make 100,000 just working their 8 hours a day, right? You have to put in time, overtime. You have to learn additional skills, and you have to be willing to do that and build your people skills to get to that point to be worth 100,000. No different from building a business. Okay. Guess what? I'm talking to you guys that are serious about building something, not somebody that's looking to get in, do nothing, push a button, and hope to make $1 million with this business. No, you have to take the time, develop skills, and really put in some action. Is it going to be worth it? Yes, a lot more worth it than just a job if you take the time to really understand. And it just so happens my next subject here is time commitment. What is your time commitment in achieving your dreams? Okay. And I know everybody's busy. That's why I love about creating a system, because the system will minimize the amount of time to build a business. You can show 5, 10 presentations a day, 20, 30 presentations a day with the system without ever leaving your desk if you want to. Okay, and you don't even need to talk to people unless they're already serious about the business, and you can tell that by checking the back office. Okay, so with the system, it really helps maximize your ability to build your business. I see so many people stay on the phone all day long. That's why I didn't like. To be honest with you, my old network marketing leader. Yes, he was making $250,000 or $500,000, but you know what? To me, he didn't have a life. He was all over the place, traveling the country, all over the different parts of the country, doing meetings left and right. And when he's back, he's doing meetings every day, throughout the day in, day out. Well, you know what? I got my mortgage business to a point at that time to where I was working 20 to 30 hours a week, and I was making $300,000. I felt I had more control over my life than he did about his business. So having a system, that's what I love about this. You still need to take time to build your business, but set it aside. Have and most people don't have the self-discipline. So have work schedule, just like you were going to a job. Work schedule. Maybe you have to leave your house. Maybe you shouldn't come home first, because I know I have a tendency to when I come home, if I start to relax and I do something, then I don't feel like doing my business. I actually like working my business early in the morning. I get up 2 hours early just so I can put time and effort in my business, and then do my brick and mortar business during the day, and it's a lot easier for me to build my business that way. And so the same thing. What is your time commitment? If you have to leave your house, or if you create an office environment in your house, do that. Okay? So, with that in mind, now what we need to do is break down the daily activity that you need to have to building your business. But before we go there, here we go. What we're going to do is I want you to watch the next video first, okay? And the next video is going to pertain how to go ahead and place ads, and I'm going to have some scripts that you can copy and paste and place it on classified advertising with your link, and then we're going to also create a little post that you can put on Facebook or social media to start your activity of things that you need to do. We're not going to just post things and post our links on Facebook and social media. Okay? We're going to do something also today, right off the bat, and it's something I want you to repeat on a daily basis to create your social activity, but at the same time, I also will have a link for you to have activity for Facebook and also placing ads. Okay? All right, we'll talk to you soon. Go to the next video. And then we'll continue on the daily income producing activity. Okay? We'll see you in the next video.